Howdy folks, this will be a quick little demo of UCamCopy for UCCNC and setting it up to jog around and move for the first time and set up PID gains, which is the first step in getting the program to do anything for you. So what we got here is the latest version of UCCNC 1.2112 running. And up on this camera here being shown is a second webcam feed. Looking at a standard 3-axis CNC router with a small pen type webcam. That's what UCamCopy is going to be using. The first step in getting it calibrated, I'm taking a small box or piece of paper and whatnot and drawing a small dot on it with a Sharpie. And coming back to UCamCopy here, the program is as if installed for the first time and nothing's been set up. So the first thing we'll do is go to the video controls, refresh the camera list, and select the camera that is mounted to the CNC machine and start it. And you'll get a little pop-up window saying it started, and hopefully you'll get a picture in here. So it doesn't look like much yet. We're out of focus and out of position. So we don't have to go and pick up our pendant or Xbox controller or whatnot. Let's enable jogging in here and set a velocity that we're comfortable with for our machine. And we gotta clear the e-stop on UCNC. Now let's speed this up a little bit. I'm kind of out of position. Yeah, let me get this. So now what I'll just do is jog the camera into position over our dot. There it is. Let's focus it up a little bit better. There we go, that looks pretty good. So now we got our dot here. We can use that for calibrating the machine, but UCamCopy doesn't tell us anything that it's looking at the dot and seeing it. So let's switch from camera capture, which is just a raw video camera feed, to composite output. Now you got a crosshairs and a DRO, but you still don't see anything relative to the dot saying it's useful for detected. Let's go to the detections tab, toggle on contours. Now you'll see it outlined with red lines and a white dot in the middle. That white dot is the target that UCamCopy will drive towards during calibration. So we can clean this up a little bit. We've got something called thick and canny lines. Let's adjust that a little bit. Oop, went too far. What's that doing is, if you look up at the canny edges, that shows a detector in the background and make some adjustments to that, which is what's used to then find a full up contour and draw it as an object that UCamCopy identifies. So now that we've got our contour or dot found with a nice solid white dot in the middle, we're ready to do some calibrating. First thing we'll do is go to the velocity controls tab and notice there are 3 modes of PID control. We're going to select and use PID only control for the first setup. And if we go down here and enable velocity, well, nothing happens. So we don't have any velocity set. Let's enter in a velocity, some speed that you think you'll be using when you want to scan an object. Keep it small, probably in the range of 5 to 10 inches per minute, or your units if you're in metric, corresponding value of 25 or so millimeters per minute. And then what you're going to want to do is still nothing happens if you enable velocity, even though we've put a velocity in here. Well, we've got nothing in our PID gains. So let's start out and put in some value, something like a 1 for KP. And we'll just do one item at a time. We'll start with KP and then we'll go to KD, and we'll probably leave KI alone. That's what will show you that we don't really need it. So with KP enabled at a value of 1, let's turn on just the XPID. Notice we've got an offset or an error and just the x-axis. So if we enable velocity, it brings it in and closes up the air and stops. That's kind of what you want it to do. So we'll turn off velocity again, jog it out of the way. Let's try a high value of KP. Let's try something like 5. So that worked okay, but you can see it did a little bit of an overshoot and an oscillation there at the center. So we're probably going to want to back KP off just a smidge. Let's try 3. And again, you want to manually offset it so you've got an error between the detected object and the center crosshairs. Enable velocity. And there you can see it brought it right in and stopped and didn't oscillate or do anything. So that's pretty much what you want it to do. We'll disable that again. Let's move on to playing with our differential gain. So now we can set KD. Let's try something like a value of 1 on that. You can see as it comes in towards the center, it does a little bit of oscillating and didn't come cleanly to a stop. So KD is a little bit too high. Let's set it down to a 1/2. Again, jog off to the center, but make sure the white dot is locked in on the center of the object and hit enable velocity. And that looked pretty good. So again, it pulled in and it came to a stop, didn't oscillate or do anything weird. So let's bump it over again one more time and let's try a little bit higher gain, 0.7. And again, it came to a stop pretty cleanly. And let's see if we can up the proportional gain now that we've got a differential gain in there. And again, that worked okay as well. You notice it did a little bit of stuttering as it got close. Let's try a smaller value, KD, 4. And jog over again. There you can see it's quite a bit cleaner when it comes to a stop there with a smaller KD. So let's leave it about 0.4 and we'll leave KP about 4 for this machine. So now that we've got it working in the X, let's just jog off in Y and see if the same values work for our Y-axis. So we set up an error in Y now just by jogging it. Turn on the Y PID, turn off X, re-enable velocity, and that looks pretty good. So now let's set up an error in both directions, turn our X PID back on, and re-enable the velocity. And it locks right up to the center and doesn't oscillate or overshoot or do anything weird. So there you've successfully set up some gains that'll work to get you going on line tracing with UCamCopy. Thanks for watching.